Hi there, it's Kevin with GatheringMagic.com here with match number 2 with our Playing on a Budget with our UR artifacts. Oh, looks like we're going to continue the mulliganing as we cannot keep this hand with a double Darksteel Citadel. Mulligan this, and we can keep this. It's not the greatest hand. We do have a shock that can potentially go into a Illusory Angel, but that's going to be 4th turn. We'll definitely keep it, see what we're up against. I do want a rematch of that Rallow Master. It looks like it's going to be mono blue. I don't know if I take care of Judge's Familiar or not with a shock. There's a Shrapnel Blast. That's going to be nice to not really do much against this deck, actually. Let's see. If he puts out a Frostburn Weird... No, I think no matter what, I just shock off that Judge's Familiar. Yeah, we shock that off. Because we can't do anything against the Frostburn Weird. I'm going to tick up this Ratchet Bomb to 2 and hold it 2. 2 actually kills a lot of decent stuff. If this is a... Yeah, I'm going to have to actually Shrapnel Blast that. I'm pretty sure. Unless I get an Ornithopter here. Oh, look at that. So actually, Ornithopter is the right play. So we can go Ornithopter... And we can actually go the Angel. And that'll shut down his Nightveil, his Spectre here. So that was a great draw. Now, I don't know how well this matchup works out. Again, Curse of the Swine seems like it's going to be a very good card post-sideboard. I did change the list a little bit. I cut a Curse for one more Rapid Hybridization. But we do have Anger's just pretty good against this deck, too. He does have some cards that do survive. So, do you know what? If he wants to make this trade, nah, we'll just let it go through. So he just gets a free 1 damage. Yeah, I thought he was planning on spending his mana. And he gets another Nightveil Spectre. And this is pretty good because we can Ensoul Artifact on... Actually, our Darksteel Citadel seems like the best target here. No, we're going to go Ornithopter. He can Rapid Hybridization it, but this should make quick work of him. And you know what? I'm going to actually block the Illusory Angel here if he does attack me with the Frostburn Weird, and then tick this Ratchet Bomb up to 3. Because now I do think that our Ensoul Artifact is more important than the Angel. And this will actually force him to use the mana. So now he's gonna use all his islands, which will use the turn. Oh no! What was that all about? What can he do for 2 damage? What am I missing here? Tidebinder Mage. Alright, so this is definitely going to go up to 3. Another Citadel. So we can actually put out the Ingot and have Shrapnel Blast mana. I do believe that I attack in with an Ornithopter here, though. Maybe I attack in with both. And he's going to block with both. So do I Shrapnel Blast to keep one alive? And then get my Darksteel Ingot up to 4? Or my Ratchet Bomb up to 4? And then he's still got to deal with flyers. I might end up actually doing that. Yeah. Now this works out because now I don't have to kill my Angel and we kill both of the Nightveil Spectres. He still takes 5. He has no blockers for the subsequent turn. I'm out of cards though, so any sort of like Cyclonic Rift or Rapid Hybridization is a bit of an issue, but even if he goes into... He can't outrace me now with a Master, I don't believe. Yep, Tidebinder Mage is just going to come in. He's probably stuck with a bunch of Masters in his hand. There's an Elixir of Immortality, but we can actually just get in here for both these. Oh, yeah, and I can actually bring this up to Ratchet Bomb up to 4 at any time. Cyclonic Rift on the Ornithopter, but he's still going to take 4. Cyclonic Rift out of the way. There's a Raptor. It's going to be a nice little blocker. And another Tidebinder Mage, which evolves it. He's going to get it for 2. That's fine. And we'll gain some life. Anger's huge here, actually. I do believe we anger. And we'll attack in. So he's out of devotion. It wouldn't matter if he had a master anyway. Nice. Okay, so again, anger, magma sprays. I don't think we need to go like shocks or magma sprays. I actually think they're quite weak. I think that we definitely don't need the Elixir of Immortality. I do have to worry about, I think Dissolve is just more powerful for Thassa. You can't negate it. Rapid Hybridization's fine. Ratchet Bomb's great. Izzet Charm is great. Mizzium Mortars. I think it's more powerful than Shock, but we do want a few Shocks in here. I don't think we quite need a Hammer of Purphoros, so we're bringing in all these Anger of Gods. I'm thinking that, like, maybe I don't need, like, crazy card advantage with Divination. We have to get rid of 5 cards here, and everything just seems very good. Maybe Dissolves are unnecessary. Because Curse of the Swine can actually exile Thassa as well. I didn't think about that. Maybe that's why it's in as a 4 of. But kind of Ensoul Artifact does seem a little bit weak with Cyclonic Rifts running around. But he still has to answer if that's the case. I just think the Shock is unnecessary. I really think the Shock is the weak card here. It only affects a few creatures in his deck. There's a 2/3. There is a 0/1 that can become a 2/3 quite easily. A lot of times, if I get a Shock late game, it's not going to take care of a Cloudfin Raptor. It does take care of his little dudes, his little Judge's Familiars, which might be... Yeah, I think that actually we're going to get rid of Divinations, and I'm going to keep in 2 Shocks. That way, Quicken's fine. Again, I don't have much card advantage here. Maybe the Shrapnel Blast is bad. I'm gonna get rid of 2 Shrapnel Blasts. We'll keep 2 Divinations, and maybe actually, yeah, I think we're gonna go with this. Maybe I do want an Elixir though. Yeah, this is fine. Again, this seems like a pretty easy matchup. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna keep this. Isn't the greatest keep, but we do have action with the Ratchet Bomb. Ratchet Bomb's huge against this deck. Getting that Ratchet Bomb up to even a 1 could possibly wipe a board here, especially goes like Cloudfin Raptor, Judge's Familiar. That's a very, very... Oh, nothing here. Wonder if he just forgot to play anything. Wow, not a card. Alright, so we do need a red source here. There's a Steam Vents. I think that we can actually afford just to put a mountain here. And Ratchet Bomb. He can negate this, sure. Gets a negate out of his hand. But, I mean, at this point, it's kind of overkill. As we have 2 Angers. Geez, we have a Rapid Hybridization Anger. That is just huge. Because we can Rapid Hybridization the Master of Waves. And then Anger and wipe his board. So I'm hoping we do actually bait out. We don't bait out the negate. He's got to have a negate. But if he does tap out for Nightveil Spectre, I will burn my first Anger. Mono Blue, you just need to keep him off their godly hand of just spewing everything out. Like, actually, Thassa would be a better play here than a Nightveil. But it is going to be a Nightveil. And I do believe I Anger. We could wait a turn with Temple of Epiphany and then actually Rapid Hybridization off that Nightveil if I'm worried about using a card. I don't think that's the right thing, though. I'm happy for 2 for 1-ing him here. Taking down his devotion. And now he doesn't have the... Like, he can't play the hold up mana for negate anymore. He's really got to just try to reestablish some board presence. And this hand is great even against like a Mutavault. So there's Thassa. We'll put a charge counter on Ratchet Bomb. That's going to allow him to scry. Again, we have to find something that can actually get out our Illusory Angel. Again, if he gives us a target, we can Rapid Hybridization and then put it out. So I think we'll just scry here with the Temple of Epiphany. Yeah, we got to put that on the bottom. That's great. But now, I mean, Thassa is going to give him a lot of card advantage. It is a scary, scary, scary threat. Because sometimes with just four lands, they can actually go Nightveil Spectre and a 1-drop and then have Thassa active and then get in for 5. And they just do that enough times and they can actually beat you down. This is where the Quicken Anger of Gods is very powerful. Alright, so he's keeping his card on top. He obviously likes the card. Like, Biden of Thassa would probably be the perfect card for him to draw into because it puts on 2 Devotion. It's going to be a Master of Waves. That's actually going to be a nice card for me to rapid and put out an Angel next turn, which I think will be the plan. So we can even Temple here, so we'll Rapid the Master. Shock at this point. Shock's fine. Yeah, we'll put it on top. And now, that was perfect. It gave us the perfect target for the Rapid Hybridization. See what he does here. As far as actual pertinent targets, so he's getting kind of low on I mean, there's a lot of junk in mono blue on turn 6 you don't want to be casting. So he puts that card on the bottom, could be a land. The good thing is he never has to draw another land. Puts out another Master, which I will put a charge counter on the Ratchet Bomb, put an end to that garbage. And I'm going to keep the rest of these lands just in case Izzet Charm. We don't need any more. I think that was my problem with one of the Rattle Master. Do I keep this as a blocker for his Frog Lizard? Nah, I get in there. I think I can erase him at this point. So he puts a card on the bottom again. And I will blow the Ratchet Bomb here, which will kill all the elementals, kill the Master Waves. And he's going to Rapid Hybridization his own Master Wave. That just gives me more incentive to Anger of Gods next turn. But I don't know if I keep back my Angel now and make him overextend. Not the biggest fan of course, we'll use that to actually, when he Cyclonic Rift, back the Angel. See, he could have actually... Or do I just start pounding it, beating him down? We have a Shock. Do you know what? I think that I do just Anger here. He could have a Negate, and then that gives me more information about what I need to do. Now, Negate Cyclonic Rift would be very, very powerful, as he'd be able to get in for 6 by the time I could actually deal with it. Yeah, that ends up happening. So I don't need attacking the Angel. Just hold it back. And Mizzium Mortars overloaded here is something that can wipe his board. I mean, he's down to... We can take care of basically everything else. Oh, that is... He can actually start making those unblockable. I did forget about that. So I do have to answer those. Thassa is a huge threat, so maybe I do need to race him. And unfortunately, it's another Shivan Rift. We're drawing way too many lands again. So 6 per turn. Yeah, I've got attack in here. I've got to try to put him on some sort of clock. No, and a Shrapnel Blast could actually get me out of this. No, I'll still be down a land. So I'm actually going to just chuck in an island here. Probably going to lose this just because there's no way I can deal with Thassa unblockable frog lizards. And him being able to set up his hand. He likes the top of his deck. I'm on a 2-turn clock here. I've got to run into an Anger next turn. Or an overloaded Mizzium Mortars. So I do believe I shock him here. And yeah, that's going to be game. As I can't deal with unblockable guys next turn. Alright, so that was a bit of a disappointment. Again, I don't even know if I need these shocks at all. I think we just ramp up to the Mizzium Mortars, Angers. And I think I'll bring in like another Divination. And maybe just a Negate. And we'll submit this. See if we can race that pesky Thassa. That's the one card in the deck we can't deal with. Yes, we like to play first. Let's not mulligan. This is a terrible, 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 terrible hand. We can't do anything with this. I mean, we have a way to actually Izzet Charm into stuff, but that's card disadvantage. I think this is kind of like a mulligan, though. I'm going to keep it, and Temple of Epiphany hopefully finds something. Our opponent has to go down to 5, so he's not having good luck either. 4, he keeps his 4. I mean, he could still win this, though. Hey, there we go. Our hand just went from terrible to incredibly good, so definitely okay with that. So most likely I'm still going to use the Izzet Charm. I do have time, though. I do have land drops that I can hit, so maybe I'm in no hurry. Yeah, I think I just give myself a few more draws. See if he overextends with an Nightville Spectre here. He's got to. I mean, you have to. If he's keeping, like, Tidebinder Mages in, he's got to keep other stuff in as well. I'll just take the damage. I'm in no hurry here. If he Thosses, I can Izzet Charm it. No, I can't. Oh, that is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen because he just overextended. And I'm just going to draw 2 cards and discard cards. I'm actually happy I did that. We'll get rid of these here. I actually don't think I need the Darksteel Ingot at this point, since we have a Citadel. Again, we drew into another land, though. But I will be angering here. Jeez, another one. So let the land flood begin. We'll anger here. And he's actually in better shape than I am. Because I can't deal with a Master, and Master just kills me. It's going to be a Chasm Skulker. That's going to be an issue for me to deal with as well. Anger would have been perfect for that. You know, an Illusory Angel is perfect, though. Other than, again, I got to deal with that Skulker. That's a weird sideboard. I've never seen that in mono blue before, but it's actually going to work. So let's see if I can out-aggro him before he out-aggroes me. Oh, that works perfectly, because it says whenever it dies, right? So we can curse a Swine it at any time. I will play one more mountain. I actually should have played an island there so I don't have to take any damage. And, oh, I should have done that before a Negate could happen. Yeah, I need to have him spend his mana, but I kind of want Thassa active, because then we can curse. So he puts it on top, so he likes the card on top. I think I'm just going to chump block it here. into the Ornithopter. I have another one to spare. Bident actually gets... Doesn't that get Thassa? Not quite active, actually. Curse still gives him a 2-2, though. I want Thassa active. We're going to block. And then we can curse. We do need to get something other than a land. Again, you can curse your own Ornithopters, and that might be a reason why they're in here. But I hope it just like gives it unblockable. I have to worry about that negate. I hope he has one blue, just anything blue. He's going to make it unblockable. So he's going to get a card here. Well, this actually might work out better if he can actually cast it and get Thassa active. Because now it's a 5/5. All right, that is perfect. But that's still 6 damage. Can maybe outrace him is the issue. Again, we need to draw into something. He can't negate now. That's good news. Not what I wanted to see. Absolutely not what I wanted to see. Let's see, we can curse. Well, we got to keep our angel back, I assume. But he's going to be able to draw cards, too. The Biden is going to get me here. Mold to 4. Maybe this isn't the greatest matchup that I expected it. Because he just he goes all out here, I believe. And we do block with the Ornithopter. He's going to get 1 card here. But he's got to find another Thassa. I mean, this is just going to allow him to fill back up his hand and cast everything per turn. Yep. There's the Master. I can't even deal with that. Ridiculous, another land. About to go on tilt again. How many land? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We actually can survive 1 turn. Unless he makes me attack here. He should have just made me attack. Block the boar. He draws an insane amount of cards here. One of those has got to be Negate. I don't know why he's overextending here. Unless he knows he has that Negate. And it doesn't matter because apparently this deck can't either draw too many lands or not enough lands. So again, our draws were Shivan Reef, Darksteel, Ingot, land. So he's going to force me to attack in. And it's on top. Well, we'll concede this game. Again, it's the draws. It's not the deck. It is the draws that are absolutely just destroying us. Even though our opponent did mulligan to 4, that was about the best 4 that he could have kept. Maybe I should have kept up the Ingot of the Gods, maybe to extend a little bit more. But it is what it is. You can't win. All this nonsense. Let's see what would have drawn into. Yeah, this would have been nice turns earlier. And then now we start getting the pertinent cards. So I think this deck wants another Izzet Charm over another Divination. Maybe we'll make some changes here. We'll play some more matches with Kevin with GatheringMagic.com. Thanks for watching.